expect her to be that tall. Honestly, I knew she was tall, but standing next to her, I'm like, I'd love to wrestle her or be on her. I'd be a tag team like with her. I'd love to. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Nakoma, Rolando G. Nakoma, you look like you can tag team with my girl Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Yeah, no, I'd
Nia
love to. That'd be
Jax.
awesome. That honestly, that would be cool.
Yeah, what was it like competing in WWE?
Well, I didn't compete in WWE. I had a couple of tryouts and seminars with Gabe Sapolsky, which was a great learning experience. Um, he likes me. He liked my stuff. And he recognized me the other times I showed up to his seminars slash tryouts, and I've gotten better. I've taken those notes down. I've been working on them. I've been losing weight. I've been gaining more muscle. Everything thanks to Christina Rondo's kickboxing fitness gym in Johnston, Rhode Island. She's
Yeah.
been helping me with all that as well because that was actually something Gabe told me. He's like, you need to lose a little bit more weight and try to get a little toned up, just so it's easier for you in the ring, which I already knew. I was already trying to work on that. And then thankfully, which I actually got her shirt right now. Strong is the new is what does it say? Strong. Let me think. Yeah, is the new skinny. That's I was right. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't mess that up. But strong is a new skinny, which is one of her shirts. Is actually I freaking love because you don't have to be skinny to be beautiful. But yeah, Rhonda, she's been helping me reach those goals. So I'm hoping Gabe sees that next time I go for another tryout in the future. Um, I'm trying to reach my goal right now, and Rhonda's been kicking my butt and making sure I'm getting to that goal. So but yeah, no, Gabe definitely opened my eyes and I learned a lot. He had us down in Florida, he had us doing promos, and he also had us doing a 3 minute match, which honestly I've never done a 3 minute match before. So that was definitely a challenge. Um but I did it. I was able to do it, which is good. And then he did a Q&A. And a lot of stuff that people were asking and the stuff he was telling us actually made me open my eyes because like I was worried that you can only be a certain age and there's like an age limit, this and that. And he there's no real age limit, honestly, but he did say before I told you that they look for like specific looks, and obviously they're looking for basics, footwork, stuff like that. So
Mm.
you could be wrestling in the business for like 20 years, and some people are not good with their basics. Their footwork can be sloppy, and that could make them not be chosen, like simple stuff like that. So like I'm trying to go back to my basics and clean that up because I think me personally, I need to work on my basics. I mean, I'm good at wrestling, like don't get me wrong, but the footwork, like simple little details is what they're looking at. Not the flippy fancy stuff that everyone thinks. It's
Right.
the small details. They look at that kind of stuff.
Okay. I interviewed a bodybuilder. Her name is Donna Salid, and she went to a Al Snow training school. You ever thought about going to that training school?
Um, I'm a single mom, so I live in the East Coast and I already go to Showcase Pro Wrestling. I have branched out to other schools. I did go to Mike Baker's House of Bricks school, which closed down sadly a while back. But right now I'm at Showcase Pro Wrestling, and that's always been my home. And but I do, if I can branch out, I have the chance to like go in there for like a day or whatever to a different school and it's nearby, or if I go traveling for a show, and there's one nearby, I'd be more than happy to pop in. But it's being a single mom and wrestling and being a college student and everything else, you got to balance everything out. It's not easy to just up and leave and go and like, oh, I'm gonna go to the school. It's not as easy as that.
Yeah.
Some people have it easy like that, but family
How,
comes
how much
first.
how much traveling do you do? Like, do you traveling like since you been wrestling or?
So I love traveling. I'm actually looking for new states to land in and wrestle in. Recently I was in Canada, and then before that I was in North Dakota, and I've been all over the East Coast. I've been to Florida, Indiana, Tennessee, um, Texas actually. That was earlier in my career. I was in Texas. Um, I've been branching out quite a bit, even more so now. And if you guys know any schools, not schools, sorry, you got me stuck on schools. If you know any companies in your area, you can always hit me up on my social medias, Nakoma Tala. You can always message me or comment on any of my pictures. Um, or you can let the companies know about me. I mean, word of mouth is even better. Spread the word about me, and maybe you'll see me in your town. So we'll see.
Okay. Do your daughter see you wrestling and stuff? Watch your matches?
Yes, she loves wrestling. She's been around us since she was a baby, pretty much. Like, and literally, this wrestlers I've known her since she was like literally in my palms. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, she goes to some of them. She doesn't go to the far away ones, but the local ones in our area, she'll come from time to time. But not so much like the far away ones, because I don't think she would be able to last in a car or a plane ride for hours. So.
Well, I got some like some clips. I mean, some pictures and stuff. See you in action. Hold on for a second.
Let me see.
That's too small. I should have kind
Oh
of,
yeah.
yeah. Well, this is you profile
So
pic, but
that the animated picture you just showed, oh, that's Tiffany. I love Tiffany. I feel bad 'cause I beat the crap out of her. But that video right there, the animated one, I'm actually gonna be in a video
right.
game called Wrestle Coach.
Yeah.
It hasn't come out yet, but they put me in it, and I'm really excited. Um, they that was a lot of work. I'm not much of a gamer, but I think after
Right.
going through all of that, I might have to buy the game and actually learn how to play.
Right.
And it'd be interesting to play all the other wrestlers as well too. But
Yeah.
they had all the straps and the sensors on me and everything, and they had me doing the walk. And it's kind of cool seeing yourself on the screen, all the little body movements and everything. Like every little movement you make, it shows up on the screen. It is so cool, and you do your entrance with no one around, and it's so awesome. It's so much fun.
But for some strange reason, I kind of see you like in street movie. I mean, a video game for some reason. Because
You see
I
me in a
guess
what?
because a Street Fighter, the video game. Like, oh, you kick, yeah, yeah.
Everybody says
I
that.
yeah,
I remember
because
I remember
it's
that. My
this
brother played
dude.
that game.
Yeah, it's this dude that he's like an Indian dude, I think, and he's like a Street Fighter or something.
I
And so
forgot his
like
name.
when I
I know
see
exactly who you're talking about too. Someone told me I should
yeah,
be him for Halloween.
yeah. So when I see you with the outfit, the blue outfit, it kind of reminds me of that. Like, she needs to be a Street Fighter game. Let me show some
Yeah, I
more
get that.
pictures.
I get that quite a bit.
Yeah. So the Tiffany, what's her name? Tiffany Amazon or something like that.
No. Tiffany. Oh my goodness.
Avatar.
Avatar, yeah,
Tiffany.
Tiffany Avatar.
Yeah.
She is a sweetheart, honestly. She's definitely gotten better. I remember meeting her when she was first kind of starting out. Um, and I remember meeting her at one of the shows because we were supposed to wrestle each other, and she told me that she's still
Yeah.
learning. So I took her in the ring and I showed her some stuff. I talked to her, and we kind of bonded and connected because she deals with anxiety and stuff too, and she was going through a lot at the time. So being a female in this business, we got to look out for each other and support each other, even though we're facing each other in the ring. Afterwards
Right.
it's always sisterhood. At least I'd like to think so. Like I said, some people got beef and whatever, but me personally, I like to be there for the woman in the business. Because it can be dangerous, for us, and it could also be challenging and lonely sometimes. So I
Mm.
like to try to at least be supportive, the best I can, or try to make things easier for them. But we're talking to her and stuff like that. she's definitely got heart for this business. She really does. Um,
Mm.
and she's definitely gotten better since I last wrestled her in the ring. We actually ended up tagging together in Jersey. I think it was about a year ago now, or so. But we tagged together, me, her, and another woman, Eris. She's also in. She lives in Jersey, and but yeah, those two girls. We actually did a tryout together as well. There's a video clip. It was a tryout for like 7 different companies all at once, and we all bonded that day. Honestly, me and Eris bonded that day as well. She had anxiety and she was just overtired and everything like that. Because I guess she worked the whole weekend and then tried out for the tryout and stuff. So, but yeah, no, these girls they have a lot of heart. They definitely push their bodies to the limit.
Knowing that you had anxiety, like how you overcame it, like especially like wrestling in front of people.
So it took me a long time. I mean, I still somewhat have anxiety, but then I remember, I have my fans who have my back. My ancestors are here with me everywhere I go. I'm not alone. And then on top of that, I think of my daughter. She's always with me in my heart. My tattoos. I don't know if you know about my tattoos, but the dream catcher that I have on my right leg, my right thigh, has my daughter's name in it, and that I kind of carry her with me everywhere I go, and she helps me keep going and going and going and pushing forward. Um, and uh, the tattoo I have in my left eye, not many people know about. It's not just a design. The little feather on the band I have is actually a son that I lost. I had a miscarriage many years back, and I carry him with me everywhere I go. To them too are what keep me moving forward, and they keep me in a positive headspace, and they always make me happy. And I just like to think that they're proud of, what I've become. Not only have they've helped me grow as a person, but like they've pushed me.
Mhm.
And the fans have done the same thing for me. That especially the day ones. The day ones have always been there for me as well too. And I really appreciate everybody that has been there for me. Even the ones that I just recently met, just all the love you guys give, honestly makes me happy, makes me be able to breathe. And it also does help I scream when I go through the curtain through the
Yeah.
entrance. Seeing my matches, I come out just that helps too. But
Yeah.
no, honestly, just remembering I'm not alone. You know, sometimes it does get lonely in this business, and because I travel a lot alone. Usually, I'm trying to not travel so much by myself, but
Mhm.
usually I'm traveling by myself, and I go to these new lands, and it does get scary. But again, ancestors, fans, my daughter, they they ground me. I don't feel lost. I don't feel anxiety, and they just help clear my head. Just happy thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. My condolences to your miscarriage.
Yeah,
That's
thank you. Yeah,
no,
that
it's
was a
not a
very,
problem.
very long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Talia always your Talia, you have the body, the face, and the attitude.
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're a gorgeous woman. I mean, you're very voluptuous, if I could say that. You know, so you could use that as a weapon or something.
I
I
do
mean, there's a lot
sometimes.
of
I do. I'll admit it. I do
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Rolando G, Bret the Hitman, Bret Hart, one of my favorites. Rest in peace, Owen and Hart Foundation. Do you see yourself like doing it for the long run? Like how long would you like do the wrestling thing like till you get to the WWE?
I'd like to go as long as I can, as long as my body can take it. And I want to make it into WWE. I'd like to make it into AEW, preferably WWE. But I mean, whatever comes first, and I'll keep pushing to go further. Even like if I do make it to AEW first, I'm gonna keep pushing to be number one there, and then possibly WWE if I can. But I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I've
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 9 years so far, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
That's a lot. 9 years, huh? So
It's a
you
lot
like a
of the
vet.
time flies though. Time it's definitely flown, and it's definitely been worth it. I mean, I've met
Why
lots of
why
people
why
along the way.
why is the wait though? Like why that you have to wait to like you've been you're not a rookie or anything like that. Like why like you have to wait that long just to for the tryouts and all that stuff, the training just to
Well,
pick you.
it's not exactly a wait. It's so the how to explain this. So Gabe Sapolsky started posting about trials and seminars, and I just started noticing that because I got shown it by actually another student at the school, and
Mm,
I figured I might as well try out. Because I didn't have the knowledge about it when I first started. I was kind of just lost into the indie scene. It was kind of just growing my name and trying to grow a fan base and try to get my face out there. Um because like I was trained that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get your face out there, go get out of the state, go, 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 go. That's what I was told.
mm,
So that's what I tried doing is growing my fan base, try to get my face out there, get my name known, this and that. Because you become more, I guess, valuable if you have a big fan base as well. So if those big names were to be like, oh, who's this chick, and they see you have a big fan base, they're like, okay, so she's valuable, okay, but can she actually work? So before, I didn't really have the confidence. I didn't think I was good enough. And I was kind of just again lost in the indie scene. I kind of just kept doing my own thing until
yeah,
that student was like, hey, you need to try out. What are you doing? And again, I was like doubting myself. I'm like, I'm not gonna be as good at these people. These people are probably gonna be like way better, this and that. So, but then I'm like, you know what? No. I was like, I stopped doubting myself. I was like, no, I'm gonna go do this. I was like, I might as well take that jump, take that leap, see what happens. I mean, what's gonna happen? If he doesn't like me, it's like me. I can just work on whatever I need to work on and get better. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I did 3 of the tryouts. And honestly, not long after each one of them, because I figured if I went to one seminar and tryout, it might be different
right,
from the other ones, which it was. All 3 of them were a little bit different. I learned more every single time because other people were asking questions I didn't think of. So I would take notes. I took notes every single time I went to those tryouts, and I've been working on all the stuff that I took notes on that I knew I needed to work on that I never thought of. So that's what I've been doing now is growing as a person, growing as a wrestler, and kind of changing things up a little bit, doing things a little bit differently to try and be more noticeable to these bigger companies, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. And then once I feel like, because I have been trying to add more move sets, to my list of moves, and trying to become more flexible. I'm losing weight. I'm trying to tone up, make myself look more of a wrestler, as well. So I'm hoping this change will actually help me have a better shot. So
right.
who knows in the future where I'll be? I'm
Do you
hoping.
weight
Fingers
train and
crossed.
stuff? Also, you do you weight train?
I do. My sponsor, who is Ronda Rousey. Jesus, I wish. No, Christina Rondo's kickboxing and fitness. They're actually helping me learn how to eat healthier. Um, and a lot of my followers know that I love my loaded nachos, and every once in a while I'll have a little bit of loaded nachos. But I've been sticking to my diet, so if you're listening into this, Christina Rondo, please don't kick my butt when I'm at training again. But I've been sticking to my diet. I've been sticking to my limits, my carb limits, this and that. And they've been training me and teaching me how to do weights because I never really was taught how to do like anything that had to do with the gym.
Right.
Um, because I was always outdoors. I always was working with kids, so I'm always running and moving around all the time. I'm already lifting like 70-pound kids, this and that, 50-pound kids, as is. And again, I'm always outside. going for walks, hikes, whatever. So I was already doing that, but I never got trained or taught how to do things in an actual gym. So all these machines are completely new to me. I didn't know what I was doing or what I was even looking at. Some of these machines are like weird looking. Um, but yeah, so she's been teaching me, how to work my upper body, different types of workouts. And I found out there's a lot of muscles I didn't know I had, and I end up really
Yeah,
sore afterwards. Christina Rondo's kickboxing fitness gym, they don't play. They really don't. They put you to work. For they have a circuit program where there's like 10 different stations for 45 minutes, and you rotate, each of them, and they have different workouts, and the time goes like that. But that time that's quick makes you sweat like a whole lot, and you go through a whole freaking workout. It's crazy. But
yeah,
it feels amazing afterwards, honestly. It's I've lost so much weight since, because I'll admit, I know a lot of females don't like to admit how much they weigh, but about a year ago I weighed 256 pounds. I was a big girl. And then before I even stepped in the door at Christina Rondo's, I tried, losing weight. So I went down to, I think it was like 230 something. And then by the time I went and walked through the doors at Christina Rondo's, I was 227. And then a month later, I ended up going down to 220. So I lost 7 pounds. I also lost 14 inches of like body fat on my body, which was amazing.
mm,
And in only a month, I lost that much. And that wasn't from starving myself, because trust me, I can't starve myself. I love my food too much. But all I
yeah,
had to do was just eat healthy. I ate steaks. I ate like I like just healthy fish, like stuff like that. And I didn't have to starve myself. And I also had amino powders, amino acid drinks that they have that's like got vitamins that helped me. Literally, I lost weight, and I started doing the training that they had me going through. And right off the bat, I'm honestly already feeling better about myself in the ring. I feel lighter. I'm moving around easier in the ring, and I can't wait for months to come. Honestly.
that's good. That's good. I mean, I don't think. I mean, it's not always easy. Like doing it by yourself. It's good to have like a personal trainer and stuff. You know.
Yeah, and they have group classes too, which makes it even better because you can actually be with somebody, and we push each other. It's literally a sisterhood. There's men in that class too. That's not just all females. But I mean, like, we push
Yeah.
each other in a positive way. We support each other, and it's a great feeling. I'm not really, I'm used to wrestling training where we're a family there, but we're also like competing in a way too at times. But
Mm,
it's kind of the same way at Christian Rondas, but we're more of a family. We support and push and push and push our limits, and
yeah.
it's honestly a lot of fun. They have great music while they're doing workouts too, so that's another plus. But
Yeah. It sounds like a bodybuilder diet. You know, why they do like the strict diet, like certain foods. They try to limit their foods and stuff. You know, sometimes they eat the same every day. So
well, with them, they have me. So it's 50 carbs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays, and then the other is
mm,
130 carbs. So it's not calories I'm counting; it's carbs. But obviously, I'm paying
mhm.
attention to the sodium that I'm putting in my body and stuff like that, because that doesn't exactly help.
Right.
But yeah, she honestly taught me a lot on what I'm eating, because honestly, I just ate. I didn't really like realize all this junk that's in the food that we've been eating. So once I started paying
Yeah.
attention, I just started losing the weight. So
Yeah, it's not easy, it's even like with regular people like myself, sometimes, I'll eat junk food because like, I work at the Brooklyn Library and they have like this vending machine and I don't always
that's
want to, use like yeah, it just got junk like chips and chocolate bars and stuff because I
mm,
can't go out and so it can be tough at times, so I try to eat, fruits and stuff, but sometimes the they I don't know, it's kind of funny sometimes, like Like I don't know if I can explain it. Sometimes they're not sweet enough, or sometimes like they're spoiled, or it's
Yeah,
you
that's
you
not
got to
good.
pick the right fruits. Yeah, you got to pick the right fruits at times. So
Mm.
and then sometimes you can get bored with fruits at times. Sometimes you want that stuff, you know. So, but I see your pictures though. I got more of your pictures though. Check this out. Yeah,
I
I
remember
got.
that. It was hot that
Yeah,
day. It was crazy hot. Oh my
yeah,
God. I think like 100 degrees. I was like somewhere around there that day, and there was no shade anywhere. And that tarp
yeah.
was hot to the touch.
How you wrestle with all that? I mean, you had yeah you it was a tag team, and but how you wrestle in that hot sun? You just used to it?
Say that again. Sorry.
No, I said how are you able to wrestle in that sun, like over the sun that's beaming on you?
Well,
It,
so when I was training, when I first started training, they tried to make sure we got used to wrestling in different temperatures. So in the school in
man,
the winter time, it wouldn't be freezing. Like they weren't horrible towards us and nothing. Like I don't want to make that come off like but
man,
they made sure that we learned to like get used to wrestling in different temperatures so we won't be dying in these situations. Um so it's just something my body adapted to because like even now it's like 32 degrees outside. I could be walking out in a tank top and maybe like leggings or something. I'd be fine. And like actually today I went to go pick up my daughter from school, and the parents are looking at me like, aren't you cold? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm comfortable. She's like, oh, we're freezing. And like I was always known as the kind of the crazy mom because even in the wintertime with the snow, I was in shorts and like a t-shirt and stuff, and they're
yeah,
all like, "You're crazy." But yeah, it doesn't bother me any. I mean, sure, it sucks sometimes, but again, it's a mental thing. You gotta push through it. You gotta just keep going. You gotta block it out. You gotta block out the pain. You gotta block out, your negative thoughts and just keep pushing, going forward.
yeah. Yeah, you mentioned about Tiffany Avatar. I don't know if I want to mention it because I seen that fight and you kind of why was she hugging you? Like I didn't understand that.
I'm trying to remember because we tagged together and then we wrestled one on one once. Oh, you're talking about the one where I was helping her. Is that the one you're talking about? That picture?
I think you was beating her up or something like that. Let me see.
There's times when I'm beating her up or I'm helping her. It's
Yeah, you give a lot of ass whipping and then you get some ass whippings too.
yeah, I get knocked around from time to time. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
Yeah, you have a lot of endurance. So
Yeah.
yeah, this what I know her name. Her name is Juicy.
Yep, Juicy. Yep.
Yeah,
And she's a wild one. That one. She's she's a character.
yeah,
I
she.
remember when I first met her, I didn't know what to think. My brain was still processing. I'm like, who who is this lady in this ring? She's crazy. She's so like so much energy. I'm not used to that, and she's so colorful and bright. But she's honestly really cool. I like her vibe. I honestly do.
Who's your biggest rival in your opinion? Who you think?
I mean, again, I don't have any personal problems with people, but when it comes
Yeah,
to uh, there's a few people. So there's a woman I lost the belt to in Canada. I had the belt for quite some time now, and her name was, I think, Dana, I believe. Dana Black, I think her name was. Um, yeah, I'm not very happy with her because she
yeah, don't
cheated